Hello and welcome to Top10List.org, where you get a world of knowledge in 10 simple points. On today's episode, we're going to talk about top 10 bad manners that adults actually have. Let's go ahead and start at number 10 with picking up food with hands. When sharing food with others, adults do not use their good manners. You sometimes should not use your hands in order to take the food and share it with somebody else. I find I have to ask thousands of times for adults to use their forks, spoons, knives, and chopsticks to pick up their food. It makes me lose my appetite watching someone pick up food with hands, and you never know if they wash their hands properly or just got finished picking their butt. 9. Putting feet on the table. This is a horrible pet peeve and another example of bad manners. If an adult does that to someone who comes from a Middle Eastern country, they will be shunned. It is a form of disrespect and shows unprofessionalism on your part. Number 8. Not cleaning up. Many expect others to be their maid. I pick up after children who come to help me when they see me cleaning up. Many adults are very lazy. A perfect example of this is a fast food restaurant. Knowing there is a server who cleans the tables and that you leave your trays and your dirt there. They do not take others into consideration, especially those who are going to sit there next. People argue that, it's their job, but sometimes they can't get to it right away and somebody else has to sit down and eat. So let's take some people into consideration. Number 7 is subway buses and seats. Nowadays, people have less respect for the elderly or people who are handicapped. I now hardly see anyone giving up their seat on their bus to let an elderly person, child, or someone who is disabled to sit down. Numerous times I've seen old people struggling to stand up while the bus is running. Even the sign on the bus window, people still disobey. This is one bad manner people need to throw away, and really fast. Number 6 is lateness. I absolutely hate when people are late. Could they have the decency to call before being late? Well, many don't call and they don't even show up. They make you wait for an hour sometimes before even showing up. Because of such bad manners, I tend to tell adults to be 1 hour before I actually need them at my house. Number 5 is flatulence. I call these people stinkermen or stinkerwomen, if you know what I mean. These are the people who decide to spray a foul smell in public. There's worse is when you are in an enclosed area. Things do happen, but at least you can say excuse me, and this is one bad manner parents never debunk. Number 4 is dinner table discussions. You are with your friends watching sports and eating pizza and drinking beer, and while you're eating, one friend brings up several inappropriate topics at the table. These topics make you want to puke. You really cannot and would not want to imagine what this friend is describing, and doesn't anyone at the dinner table want to eat? I guess not. Number 3, please and thank you. You are sitting with a bunch of friends at a small diner. You order food and have not yet said that which you would like to eat or share with others. Your friend is intrigued by your sandwich you have. He does not like his sandwich he ordered and wants a piece of yours, but before even asking he could have a bite, he just puts his hand on the sandwich. What happened to please and thank you in today's world? Some people just have bad manners. Number 2 is burping. I am sitting down with an acquaintance in a downtown restaurant. Although it's not one of those high-class joints, it's classy to say the least. We start talking about life and things we plan to do while eating. The contents are brought to our table. All of a sudden I hear a burp. Ladies and gentlemen, this was no ordinary burp. It was the type of burp Homer Simpson does when he finishes a beer, equipped with the smell. Burping in public places is one bad manner that adults have. The only country to accept belching as normal is East Timor. Number 1, greeting. I was once at an airport picking up a couple of friends coming back from vacation. Looking around, I saw 2 people I knew staring at me, and I was saddened by the bad manners and lack of greeting. You expect a hello from somebody, but sometimes you don't get one. That's fine. Some adults just don't have the appropriate level of manners in the world, and sometimes I have to repeat myself asking, aren't you going to say hello? And I've done this more times than I have fingers and toes on my body. That concludes our list for the top 10 bad manners that adults have. If you've encountered this kind of stuff before and pretty much agree with this list, don't forget to click subscribe and join us again for another edition of Top 10 List.